Hello, good afternoon to everyone. Okay, before starting the session, thank you so much for to everyone for joining this session. Okay, and first confirm me if my voice is audible and my video is clear or not. Okay, okay, yes. Thank you, Funny, Varun, Shri. Thank you for your responses and all. Okay, so let me briefly explain you the agenda of today's session. Okay, I'm sharing my screen, and when it is visible, just say confirm me. It is visible in chat. Okay, so is it visible? I have shared my screen. Okay, great. Okay, so as you all know, like hiring season is already started, and there is lot of opportunities like Atlassian intern hiring is going to happen, and the test is on 11th, which is not much days we have left. Okay, so 11th September the coding test is going to happen as what notification we have got till now. So taking that into account, we have conducted this session to help you out. Okay, so in this session what we will be doing, obviously I'll be telling you, starting with a brief introduction of myself. Okay, after that, how the online assessment exam pattern is of Atlassian. Okay, then we will solve real problems which were asked in online assessment of Atlassian. Okay, specific to Atlassian, we will be covering problems. And the format of problems is like this. We'll start with two easy problems to give yourself a bit confidence and all. Then we'll see two medium problems. These are actual problems which were asked in online assessments. Okay, then two hard problems, and there is some miscellaneous problems, some bonus problems for you guys. Okay, so I have two bonus problems also. So I'll not reveal what is the difficulty of those problems, but you are going to find this session very exciting. And what I recommend is, before starting the session, I want this session to be interactive. Okay, it's not like I'll be solving, I'll be telling, I'll be explaining. Okay, it's not like that. I want everyone to use a pen and paper, or if you are using a laptop, okay, so you can do try solving the problem in parallel. Okay, so that will help you a lot in understanding the logic. Okay, these problems, Atlassian, I'm talking about Atlassian. So you know how big this company is. Their full-time role offers is of at 80 LPA. That's a huge amount. Okay. And their internship stipend is 1.2 lakhs per month. Okay. It is greater than CTC or even monthly package of full-time software engineers. Okay. So coming to this, these problems will cover variety of topics. Okay. So it is going to be a bit long session. So take your water and snacks with you. And a rough notebook and pen is a must. I want everyone to try the problems. Okay. I'll be explaining at the end. But at first, I want you to think about the solution. How will you approach the problem? Then when I explain, okay, if you did right, okay, you'll get confidence and all. If you did wrong, were not able to solve the problem, in that case you'll understand how actually you should approach the problem if similar kind of problems appears in online assessment. Okay, so is the agenda clear? Do let me in chat. Okay, so we have a question from Vodapelli that we need to register for exams. Obviously, the I don't know if deadline is over or not. Like registration was open. Okay, so for Atlassian interns, so I think deadline. I don't know about the deadline of application. So I will ask my team member to help me out with that. Okay, recently the deadlines. I don't know about deadlines. So okay, I cannot comment on that. But yeah, you need to register for that. Okay, those who have registered will receive a online test link on Monday. Okay, which is 11th. Okay, is the agenda clear? Please let me know with a yes or a thumbs up, anything. Okay, okay. Ajasi, Tejashwini, thank you for your response and all. Okay, so starting with a brief introduction of myself. Exam time, okay. So we know about the dates. Everyone will receive different times, okay, because many people have registered about for the exams and all. So everyone will get different time. Atlassian is a very good company, and obviously the sets of problems are also going to be different. Okay, so you can expect different time. There is no same time for everyone. Now a brief introduction of myself. My name is Pawan Kumar Giri. Okay, I'll give relevant details only. Why you need to hear this session from me? Why? So, because I have been doing competitive programming from 3.5 plus years now. Okay, and this DSA, data structures and algorithm, I am very much into it. Okay, I am currently, my full time role is also of a DSA trainer. Okay, so I am 5 star at coachship. So you get this after your rating cross 2000 plus. I am guardian at lead code. So when you come in top 1% globally, like out of 4 lakh 30,000 plus student and participants around the world, when you are in top 1%, your rating is in top 1%, you are given this badge. Okay. And coming to All India rank, my All India rank is 583 currently in leaderboard out of 78,000 plus participants and students in lead code. Okay. You might have heard about this lead code thing. Okay, I have solved 3,500 plus DSA and competitive programming problems in these years. Okay, so looking at all of this, why I'm telling this? Because I want you to be assured that whatever I am going to cover today and whatever I am going to give you, like at the end, I'll also give you tips like how to do, how to practice in last few days. Okay, so whatever tips I'll be giving, it is going to benefit you. Okay, so that was my brief introduction in this session. Now, starting with next topic, which was next thing, which is the format, how the online assessment format of Atlassian is. Okay. So, coming to format, the time is fixed. So, you are going to get 1.5 hours for the online assessment test. Which website? So, the Atlassian always conduct their online assessment test on HackerRank. And coming to number of problems, so this varies. Okay, number of problems varies from 3 to 4 or sometimes 5 also. Okay, so when you have good difficulty of problems, you will get 3. When you have, so in this, so when you get 4 problems, usually the distribution among difficulties is like 2 easy, 2 medium. Okay, and when you get 5, the distribution is 2 easy, 2 medium, 1 hard. So here it is 1 easy, not 2 easy. Just let me correct it. So 1 easy, 2 medium, 1 hard is the format. In this, we have 2 medium problem, 1 hard problem. Okay. So coming to next part. So difficulty is covered. Mostly these problems are based on data structures and algorithms. Okay, so the agenda is very much clear. We'll be covering only those problems which were asked in online previous online assessment rounds. Okay, so is the format clear? Like how the online assessment will happen? Okay, if it is clear, do let me know in chat. So Akhil is asking, it is only for women, right? Okay, so coming to this, on 11th, we have the test that is like for women only. After that, we'll have generalized off-campus placements for Atlassian this month only. Okay, so in that both can apply. For this 11th one, it is restricted to women's only. Diversity hiring test. Okay, for other candidates, it will occur soon. Okay, generally after the diversity hiring, Atlassian go for everyone. Okay. Okay, guys, all queries. Oh, yeah, we need to focus on the session and all. So let us cover the rest of the things which are important to you. Okay. So all the queries I'll answer at the end. Let us first finish the agenda of today's session. So I have prepared, not me, my team has prepared a list of topics and all, a bunch of problems which we discovered after doing a lot of research on Lead Code, Geeks for Geeks, and reaching out to people for getting this online assessment problems which they actually face. These are actual problems which were asked. Okay, starting with easy problem. Okay, so let me share this part. Okay, so I am sharing a Word document. Okay, doc page, basically Google Doc. If it is visible, do let me know. Yeah, its heading is prep marathon webinar for Atlassian. Okay, so starting with the first problem, we will start with easy because in online assessment you can expect all variety of problems. And Atlassian is a very good company, so it focuses on variety of problems, variety of difficulty ranges. Okay, so I want everyone to read the problem, and in chat I am expecting their logic. How will they approach this problem? And at the end, I'll also tell them how you should approach this problem. Okay. So problem statement is you have n coins. You want to build a staircase with these coins. Okay. The staircase consists of k rows. Okay, where the ith row has exactly I coins. The last row of staircase may be incomplete. Okay, so do you got the question? Now you are given some integer value n and you have to return how many complete staircases you can build. Okay, okay, we got some logic of some student. One student, who is it? Shruti. Okay, I'll not tell you are right or not. Let us wait for others. So till now, just one student have solved this. What about others? Okay, coming to constraints, n is not very big. N is up to 1000 only. You got my point? So value of n cannot be greater than 1000. It is between 1 to 1000. Okay. Let me give you. Okay. So others have also recently joined. So let me repeat what I've said. So go through this problem once. These are actual problems of online assessment. We are starting with easy problem first. So go through this problem and I'm looking for your logic. How will you solve this problem? Okay, let me write the constraints also here. Constraints are very small. Okay. So now you can solve it quickly. Okay. Okay, we have got an answer from logic from Meghna. Keep decrementing for points. So I'll not say the solution. Let us wait for a few more responses, then I'll reveal how to solve this one. Okay. Guys, we have 180 plus students at the moment. So I'm expecting at least 20-30 responses as of now. So in easy problem, okay, one more thing that I forgot to mention is, so for easy, whenever you face an easy problem, try to complete it within 10 minutes, okay? Because you have, when in online assessment, it is more focused towards finishing problems within time, okay? So try to compress your time for easy and medium questions so that you can utilize those time for solving hard problems, okay? So let me draw a figure of this so you can.
Why two? Yeah.
Okay, so the question was saying that you are given n coins. Check sum of k natural number less than equal to n. Okay, so we got few solutions and those were correct. So question was something like this. So you are given n coins and you will use these coins for making stairs, for forming stairs. So how you are forming stairs? So starting with ith stair, you need I coins. So that is the logic. So you'll start from very first. You'll use one coin for making one stair. Let us take one example. Suppose n is 5. Okay, so you utilized one coin for one stair. For next stair, you need two coins. You got it? So you need two coins. Okay. Now for next stair, adding the next level of stair, you need three coins. Okay, for this you need one, for this you need two, which is total equal to three. For this you need three more, which is six. Okay, but what is happening now? Six is greater than five. So we don't have that many number of coins. So we will not be able to build this stair. So the answer for this is two. Okay, for n equal to five, like if you have five coins, you can make two stairs only. Okay, so this was an easy problem. So you can iterate. Okay, so you can run a while loop. So where one will take care of which level you are at. So one will take which level you are at. You'll start from first level, and other will be how many coins you have. So you'll continue until, like, till the time when level is obviously less than equal to coins, so that you can use those many coins for forming that level.
ఏంది ఏది ఎట్లా పట్టుకుంటావు
Guys,
ఉండు
can
ఏం
you
ఉండదు
mute yourself?
Pavan, please mute that candidate. Vice coder team, can you please mute all the candidates?
Yeah, I mean, guys will ask for queries at that time. You can say anything. In the meanwhile, you can stay muted, okay? Or you can write in chat whatever your query is. Okay, now what is happening for forming this level? I'll require this many number of coins. So I need to reduce my coins and increment my level. So in this way, I'll be able to get what is the maximum number of levels that I can have. Okay. At the end, when we'll come out of the loop, the value of level will tell us how many stairs we can build. That's it. So this was first easy problem. I hope you understood this one. Now, If anyone have any doubt, okay, so we got few more responses, and yeah, somebody also implemented the logic like taking sum of first and natural numbers. We can do that also. Yeah. So do you got this question? I hope you understand this one. This one was first easy problem. Okay. Going to second easy problem. Just read this problem statement. Okay. And use your pen and paper. Try to solve it. Come up with a logic. You can tell your logic in chat. Okay. So second problem states that you are given a string consisting of lowercase letters and a cipher strategy. The cipher strategy assigns each character in alphabet a corresponding number from 1 to 26. So what does that mean? That means that character A is assigned corresponding value which is 1 because A is the first character. Then B is the second character, C is the third character. So we are assigning corresponding values to correct characters. Okay. Now what is the next thing? Additionally, there are special characters asterisk that can be used to modify the value of assigned character. Assigned letters or character, you can say. For example, A is assigned 1, as I said, B is assigned 2, C is assigned 3, and special character adds a value x to the value. So here, see this example. Okay, just a second, guys. I think my screen is not visible. I don't. Okay, is it visible now? Just confirm me once. Is it visible now? Yeah, yeah. Sorry for that glitch. I don't know how that happened. Okay. So yeah, we were reading the problem. So it is saying? Okay, asterisk can be present. It is a special character, and whenever it is present, the value of that character is increased by this much, this x. So you are given this x. Okay, suppose you can take this first example, which is your string is a asterisk c z asterisk b c, and the value of x is 10. Okay, by which you have to change. So we got a, and after that there is asterisk. So value of a is 1. Okay, so we change that value, so it becomes 10 now. Then the value of c is 3, value of z is 26, and when we added this asterisk, it is 26. B is 2, C is. So here what I think, it should be 11 now because we are starting taking a as 1. Yeah, it would be 11. Good. So I intentionally put that. Okay, because I want to see how many of you are paying attention. Okay, just one guy, Varun, told me that. Okay. So what is the logic here? So if you have a character, just a second, small character, and it is followed by a asterisk, then its value is changed to, so whatever assigned value it has plus x. Got my point? So here value of a is 1. You can take that. A value is 1. And when we have a asterisk, the value is changed to 1 plus x. And at this point, the value of x is 10. So the whole value will become 11. So I'll print 11. Okay. Do anyone have any doubt in this? So we are dealing with easy problems. Okay. So that you can get some confidence and all, we'll be covering very good questions from graphs and all. Okay. So just stay patient there. Now, do anyone have any question you can ask in chat related to this problem? Any doubt? We could use stack. Yes, we can use stack. Okay, whenever you get that asterisk, You can take the last element and increment its value. So there are multiple ways of solving this problem. So see, like Akshata got us a solution for stack. So how to solve it using stack? I'll use my whiteboard for explaining that thing. Just a second. So what is happening here is, yeah, we can use hash map also. There are multiple approaches for solving this. So stack, how to use stack for solving this? So you are given strings A. Obviously, it is mentioned that your string contains characters from A to Z. And there is one special character also, which is asterisk. Okay. Now what is happening? Suppose you have string like this. So what happens? How to use the stack? So you push the characters. So you'll traverse from left to right, from index I equal to 0 to all the way to end. Okay, you'll push this character A here. Okay, or you can use push the corresponding value. Okay, so in map, you can use to mark the corresponding values. Like for A, you can mark it 1. For B, you can mark 2. For C, you can mark 3. Just a moment, guys. I'll turn off this WhatsApp thing. Yeah, now we are fine. Yeah. So what I was saying, you can use map, hash map for storing the corresponding value of characters. Okay. Now in stack, you can push their corresponding values. So what is the corresponding value of A? It is 1. So I push 1 here. Okay. I move to next character. I see that there is asterisk, which is special character. And in case of special character, what I have to do? You have to increment the value of last character by X. Okay. So the last character will be present at top of stack. So you'll get this value. So this value, you'll get this value, increment it by X. Okay, so after this, like after getting the asterisk, the value of this top value is changed to 1 plus x. So suppose x is 10, it will be changed to 11. So it becomes 11 and you move to next character. So it is a character, so push its corresponding value, which is 2. Okay, next is C. C corresponding value is 3. Next is D. D corresponding value is 4. Okay. After that, what happens? You get to this asterisk. Okay. When you reach this asterisk, what is happening? So you have to increment the value of last character, which is present at the top, by how much? By this X amount. Okay. So you do that. 4 plus 10 is going to be 14. So your stack will look like this: 11, 2, 3, 14. Okay, now you have to form a string taking characters, like taking values in this order: 11, 2, 3, and 14. So this is going to be your answer string for this input and this value of x. Okay, in this way you can use stack for solving this problem. Okay, yeah, I'm glad like many people are also solving in parallel. Who is this guy? Just a second. Okay, Kirti. Very good job. Okay. Yeah, A Jhansi, we can use hash set. It's better to use hash map or map. Okay. You can use hash set also. So yeah, as I told you earlier, use a pen or paper, or it is very much fine if you are using a laptop and doing coding in parallel. That will help you a lot. Okay. So try to solve these problems with me in parallel. Okay. So I hope this problem is clear. Let us move on to next problem. Oh, sorry. Okay, so let us move on to next problem, which is Medium, first medium problem. Okay, we'll share this whole doc file with you. Okay, so we are also sharing some register document. So fill that form and all so that we can share these documents with you. We'll also share the code and other interview experiences, other problems with you. Okay. So now coming to medium problem. So here we are increasing difficulty a bit. So this is the first medium problem. Go through this and use your pen and paper. First try on your own. Okay, I want everyone to try. Then only this session is going to benefit you. Okay, so problem statement is given a string, find the smallest window length with all distinct character of given string. For example, in AA, B, CB, CDB. So it is given a string, and what they are looking for, they are looking for this thing, smallest window length with all distinct characters. You got my point? All distinct characters of whole string. Okay, else you can take a single character and that is going to be unique. That is not they are asking. They are asking all distinct characters of whole string. What is the minimum length of window? Length of window here means a substring. Okay, so they play with words like this. So I hope this question is clear. Now try to come up with a solution for this. I want logic. Abhishek and Sahitya, you are saying just the technique and all. I want the exact logic, or you can share your code also. Okay, or pseudo code. If you are writing with pen and paper, you can share pseudo code. If you are coding it down, you can share the code. So Meghna said first find distinct characters into hash map or anything, then find all possible permutation of those distinct values. Check if any of those permutation is present in given string or not. So this will not work. Meghna, your like approach is wrong. Okay, first coming to constraints of this, the constraints are good. So length of string can be up to 10 to the power 5. Okay, and it will have only alphabets from A to Z. So there can be 26 characters, and if we use your approach, Meghna, like getting all permutation, getting a permutation time complexity is n factorial. So in worst case, it will be 26 factorial, which we cannot make a program run. Okay, with this time complexity. So this is a very good problem. Try to come up with a logic. And for medium problem, your dedicated time during online assessment should be from 15 to 20 minutes, not more than that. Try to finish these medium problems within that time limit. Okay. I have not seen any correct answer till yet. Correct and complete. Okay. Okay. So Veena, you have to try. You cannot guess. See, you are asking question to me. Okay. So that not how online assessment will work for you. Okay, so think like you are facing this problem in real online assessment, and it is a problem of real online assessment. The link you see below, this is a real interview link, interview experience link from where we extracted this problem. Okay, so everyone, I am requesting everyone to think like you are giving this online assessment and you face this problem. Put a timer also, how much time you are taking. I already told you what is the time you should put for this medium problem. Okay. 2, you are missing some edge cases. Okay. I'm getting bunch of options like solution and logic, but I haven't found any correct one yet. Two loops. First loop I from start will null character, and second inside first loop j from till I. If si is equal to sj, return the end scope loop print csi. Kirti, it is not correct. And also focus on the constraints. You cannot have two loops, okay? In worst time, your program will be O of n square time complexity. Store, Jhansi is saying store all distinct characters of given string in hash map. Take a variable count and what is it? Initialize it with value 0. Generate the substrings using two pointer. This seems interesting. Okay, it is a medium problem. That's why I'm giving you a bit more time. You guys are very close, but I'm yet to get a correct answer, complete correct answer. You guys are doing really well. Okay, as of now. So, Jhansi, I think your full problem, like solution, is not complete. So, what you'll do after getting those distinct characters in a hash map? So, you cannot sort the string because you cannot change the order. If you change the order, then you'll get wrong answer. Obviously, for this initial string, you have to find that. Abhishek, you got the answer. Okay, with your approach, also write down what is the time complexity of your program. I also want to know if you are able to come up with, you can analyze basically time complexity looking at the constraints or not. Okay, for this given constraints, when your string can be up to have 10 to the power 5 number of characters, what is the worst time complexity that is allowed? That will not give you TLE. First, tell me this. And after that, whenever who is sending their approach and all, I want what them to write, mention what is the time complexity of their approach. Okay. Okay. So Puna said it right. Worst time complexity that is allowed for this test case is n log n. So try to come up with a solution with this time complexity or better than this. So better than this would be O of n. Okay. You cannot generate all the strings, Jhansi. Okay, I'll give you 2 more minutes before I share or explain my approach for this. Okay. Hint is you'll start from left to right. Okay. And take care of frequency. Like whenever you are able to get all the characters, then what you can do is you can start compressing, like moving your start. Okay. Okay, try for 1 more minute. I will extract all the characters to the list and then I create another list with the above string character and I'll check whether the current is different and unique characters are taken and merging second string to get substring. Satvika. Okay, guys, let's see here. So let us take one example. Just now I'll explain. Just wait, guys. So A, B, C, B. So A, B, C, B, and C, D, B, C, D, B. Okay, so this is the string given to us. And in this string, by just looking at the string, can I find out the minimum length string which contains all the characters, all the distinct characters? Yes. So here, many people were confused by this thing. Okay, all containing all distinct characters and having all distinct characters, like all characters are distinct, is different. So these two things are different. Okay, we have to find a substring length, minimum length of a substring which contains all the distinct characters of the string. Okay, so what is the difference here? So I can have A, B, A, C. So this is a string where I am having all the distinct characters. Suppose you have this string and having all characters are different. So this is like A, B, C. Here all characters are different. So these two are two different kind of strings. Okay, we have to check for the first case. Now, what is the approach for this? So approach for this is, so generally in this kind of problems, what we do is we start from very first. Okay, before like starting finding the solution, what we do is we count how many distinct characters we have in our string. So first task is to count how many characters, distinct characters are there in your string. Let us call it X. Okay. Now you can use a hash map and you can start from this starting point. Okay. Extreme left point. And you move to the right. And you keep incrementing the frequency of character whenever you found them. Okay. And whenever you find a new character which is not already present in your map or hash map, whenever you find a new character, so you'll increment count of, okay, so you also need a variable which will be initially 0, which will store how many distinct characters you have currently. Okay, so this number basically is a variable which will store how many distinct characters you are having at the moment. And whenever you are finding a new character, you will do this thing, no plus plus. Okay, now using map, it is very easy. So what you do is, so in C++, we have this thing. Suppose this hash map, the name of your hash map is frequency, like FRE. And whenever you find a new character, you do this. Okay, so what you are doing here is, if I break down this thing, this is your map frequency. You are taking a character and incrementing its count. By default, in hash map, frequency of any character which is not present is 0. Okay, so you'll increment the frequency, and after that you will check, after incrementing the frequency, if this value is 1, it means this character is occurring for the very first time. Okay, so whenever the character is occurring for the very first time, you will do this. You'll increment number of frequent like distinct characters. Okay, so this is part 1. Now let us go to the part 2. So what you have to do, when your number becomes equal to x, so I already told you what is x. X is the total number of distinct characters in your string. So when your number becomes equal to x, it means you can consider all the values from your start point till this particular index I. So initially this start point is going to be at 0. Okay. And length of that is going to be your current index minus start point plus 1. Okay, so whenever for the first time number of distinct characters is equal to x you already have found till now. Okay, whenever it becomes, you'll update the value of length. So this length is storing what is the minimum length possible. So whenever for the first time you get any length, you'll initialize that value to this length. After this, we also need to take care of that we are looking for minimum length of a string. Okay, so let me uh, take the string to the next page. It is A, B, C, B, and C, D, B. So as of now, what we have seen, we need a start pointer, which will point at the start of current substring. You understand my point? So initially, we'll have it at 0. We'll start from this point only now. So this variable, which is storing the start point of our string, will be initialized at 0. We need this number variable, which will count number of distinct variables, and a map or hash map or dictionary, depending on whichever language you are using. So I got this character A for the first time. I incremented its frequency. So A is occurring 1 times. It is occurring for the first time also. So number is incremented. So number of distinct values is 1. After that, I move to this place. What is happening? Frequency of this becomes 2. A is occurring again. So now, is it distinct character? No, it is not distinct character. So I'll not update this thing. Okay, before going to that, I already have calculated x. X is nothing but total number of distinct characters in my string, which is A, B, C, D, which is 4. Okay, after that, I'll go to this B. I'll increment its frequency. So it will happen something like this. So frequency of it becomes 1. So number will become 2. Okay, I have found a new distinct character. After that, I'll go to C. Here number will become 3. Okay, again I go to B. So I'll update its frequency to 2. So the count of number will not be incremented. Again for C, no increment on count. When I reach this point D, what is happening now? Okay, so I found a new character. Okay, so I updated number of distinct characters count also. It is 4. Now this value is equal to this X. You got my point? So what I am saying, I can take this whole string. What is the length of this string? If I write down their indexes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I am currently at index 6. My start is at initial 0 point, and the length of this substring is I minus start plus 1, which is 6 minus 0 plus 1, which is 7. Okay. So I will initialize this value to my length. Okay. So I have found a substring where I have all the distinct characters. Okay, now what I will do, this is very important for finding minimum length. Since I know this whole string is having all the distinct characters, what I'll do now is I will push this start point. Okay, I'll make it point to next character, move next. Okay, so I'm sliding it, sliding this start point. So this start point is updated. Okay, before updating, what I'm saying is, if I don't take this character, then what will happen? Can I get a smaller length string? That is the whole motive of this. So before moving that, I also need to reduce the count of this frequency of this character. So if I reduce the frequency of this from 2, it will become 1. So from 2, it will become 1. Okay. So now my start point is at index 1. Now what is happening? How many characters I have? I have still 4 characters, and which is 4 distinct characters, which is equal to this X. Why number of characters, distinct characters didn't decline? Because A is still present there after removing this one A. There is still one A left. Okay. So that's why number of distinct characters is still remaining. Okay, it is still same. So now what? Now I got a new length, which is I minus start plus 1 again. So this will give me 6 minus 1 plus 1, which is 6. So I got a lesser length than this. You got my point? So we'll keep on sliding this start or moving this start point. Okay, before moving, what I have to do? So suppose I got this length. Okay, I got all the characters. Now what next? So from this start point, I'll move it again to index 2. So when my start is moved to this index 2, the frequency of this A need to be reduced because I am not taking that value. I'm leaving it. So when I leave that, this frequency of A is changed to 0. Now there is a difference. Okay, so now I lose one character. So when I lose one character, I also have to update this thing. So I'll do no minus minus. Okay, I lost one character. So my number of distinct characters is changed to 3. So when will it happen? When my start point is updated to next index. Okay, in this way, I'll keep on doing this, and at the very end, I'll have a minimum length with me. Okay, when will I move? When this condition matches, when number of distinct characters in my current string is equal to X. What is X? X is the total number of distinct characters in my original string. Okay, so you can call it two pointer also. Basically, we are not using two pointer here. It is more like a sliding window. So we took a window. So we started with a bigger window where my starting point was at 0. And when I reach index I got all the distinct characters. In next move, what I am doing, I am pushing my start pointer to next index because I already know from this start to this I have all the distinct characters. So if I move my start point, can I get a smaller length string? That is the whole motive. Okay. So in this way, I'll keep on doing, and at the end, I will have a string with all the distinct characters, and length is going to be minimized. Okay, did you got this approach or not? Please tell me in chat. Or if you have any doubt regarding this approach, please tell me. Let me see chat also. Okay, so Uma send us a code. Length of string is 7. Length of string is 6. Natasha, we already saw here. First, collect the distinct character, then the last distinct character length is length of output. This is not actually true. Okay, you can take this string and check your approach. Sir, instead of incrementing start pointer, can we apply the same logic from the length pointer while decrementing it? So, what is your approach, Veena? So, how you will start with considering a whole string, then what will you do? Uma, let me go through your code. So, string s is s1 dot character at I if s2 dot contain s. Okay, so some people are saying they can use this contain function, but what is the time complexity of this contain function? Do you know? So first tell me what is the time complexity of contain function which you are using. Okay, I already told you the worst time complexity allowed for this program is n log n. Yes, O of n. You said it right. So O of n is the time complexity for this contain function. For every index you are doing this. So how many indexes are there? N. And for all n you are doing the same thing. The time complexity will become O of n square, which will give you TLE. Now one more thing. For solving any problem, what is the main requirement? Okay. So you need to first understand the problem. Okay. So if you are able to understand the complete problem, 60% of your job is done. After that, what you have to do is in this only understanding the problem, we have constraint analysis. So looking at the constraint, okay, looking at the constraints, you can tell what is the worst time complexity of your program that is allowed. Okay, and based on that, sometimes you can come up with logic, that particular logic. Okay, after that, the very important next part is finding solution. So this part is 30% of solving whole problem. And at the very end, the fourth part is implementation, which takes around 10%. So out of all, what is the most important thing? Understanding the problem, because the weightage of this is a lot, 60%. If you are not able to understand any problem, you'll end up solving a wrong problem. So your time will be lost. Okay. Now, after that, this finding solution takes 30% and implementation take 10%. So overall 100%. So Anil said, sir, I was late. Can you tell me question once again? So question is like this. You are given a string and you have to find length of smallest substring containing all the distinct characters of string. Okay. Okay. Do anyone have any doubt in this before we move on to next problem? If you have any doubt, like you can tell in chat. Okay. We are moving to next problem. Next problem is very, very impressive. Like I like that problem a lot. Okay. Time complexity of this solution. Okay. What is the time complexity of this solution? Time complexity of this solution is linear only. Okay, we are sliding through it. I didn't get after we get size of n. Size of n. Did I mention size of n? You are talking about this complexity analysis, time complexity analysis, or thing like that. Okay. So yeah, there is one doubt. So let us consider this thing. So we have A, B, C, B, D, and B again. So what is happening? We are starting from this point. So we have a start pointer. Okay, we need a count pointer which will count how many number of distinct values are there, characters we have got. And before processing this, we will also find total number of distinct characters in my string. So suppose let us call it X, which contains total number of distinct characters in my string. Now you can use map or hash map or set even for finding distinct characters. So whenever you for map, how to solve that? Whenever you found a character, you will increment its count. So for A, it will become 1 because it is occurring for the first time. So whenever the frequency or the count of character is 1, it means it is occurring for the first time. So it is a distinct character. So you'll update this thing also. So number will be 1. Next, you'll move to next. Okay. Next character is A. The frequency is updated to 2 now. Okay. We will not update number of distinct characters because frequency is 2. So this character has already occurred. Now you'll move to next character which is B. You'll update its frequency. Its frequency is 1. It means it is occurring for the first time. So you'll update this to 2. What does this telling about? So it is telling that number of distinct characters is 2. After that, you'll go to C. Same thing happens. Frequency is 1. So number of distinct characters is also updated. After that, you get to B again. So B frequency is updated. No update in frequency count, which is number. Now, when you reach this D point, let me write index also. So when you reach to this index 5, what is happening? D is occurring for the first time. Now it is a distinct character, so you'll also update number, so it will become 4. Now X is also 4 for this string. X is number of distinct characters in your whole string. So now this thing is equal to this thing. What does this tell? This tell your current substring contains all the distinct characters of your string. Okay. So this start is nothing but start point of my string, substring. Okay. So length of my substring is going to be end point minus start point plus 1. Okay, this is a formula, general formula. So if you do that, what is endpoint? So currently you are at index 5, so that is your endpoint. 5 start is 0 plus 1, it comes out to be 6. So I can also see that first 6 characters, if you take and form a substring, you'll get all the distinct characters. So what are all distinct characters of my string? It is A, B, C, and D. Is it covered in this whole string from 0 to 5? Yes, it is covered. Now what I'm saying, I have updated my length. Now what? Now since I know this string contains this much, now let us move my start point. Okay, so that is the next step. Why we are moving? Because we are looking for lesser length. We want a minimum length substring that is possible. So I'll update my start. So initially it was 0. So now it is updated to 1. And before updating, what does this updating means? This updating means that you are not taking this first character. So you are not taking this first character in your string. So now you are considering this string for from index 1 to index 5. Okay. So whenever you are doing that, you also have to decrement the frequency of this character before moving. So you will decrement the frequency of this A, it will become 1. So this frequency is not 0. It means A is present in this range somewhere from 1 to 5. So that's why it didn't become 0. Since there is no update, like I didn't lost any character, all distinct characters are present. Number of characters is still 4. So it means I can consider this substring also where my start point is 1 at the moment. and end point is at 5. So in this case, what length I will get? So end point is 5, start point is 1. So length is going to be end minus start plus 1, which is 5 minus 1 plus 1, which is 5. So I'll get a 5 length substring. So this is a lesser length substring as compared to the previous one. So that's why when we will do this shifting of start point, when we are able to get a substring which contains all the distinct characters, in that case only we'll do that. Okay, what will happen? Next step is very important. After that, we'll move to next problem. So in next step, again, if I update my start point, what is happening? This character, frequency of character is becoming 0. And I can see also, if you choose a range, let me take this. From index 2 to index 5, there is no A. There is only B, C, B, and D. No A is present. So this frequency is becoming 0. It means you are losing one character while moving your start pointer. So when you lose one character, you have to update from number of distinct character also. So you'll do no minus minus. Okay. So when the start point is at index 2, I will lose one character A. So in that case, I will keep on searching. Then I'll move this point until I get the fourth distinct character. You got my point? In this way, we'll keep on going. The whole motive for moving this start point is to get a smaller length. I hope this is clear now. Okay, great, 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 great. Okay, let us move on to next problem. I like the next problem very much. Okay, let me share it to you. Okay, so we are moving on to next medium problem. Okay, this problem. Read this problem. This is very good problem. Okay, you are given an array people where people I is weight of ith person and an infinite number of boats where each boat can carry a maximum weight of limit. Each boat carries at most two people at same time. Provide the sum of weights of those person provided the sum of those person is at most limit. So let me bold it. Sorry. So there is limit or you can say capacity of the boat. Okay, it can have that many person weight or it cannot have more person with this much weight. Okay, if number of person weight crosses this limit, it will sink. Okay, you can think like that. Now you have to tell us what is the minimum number of boats that is required to carry every person. Okay, let me also give you constraints. So constraints length of array is up to 10 to the power 5. Okay, you can have 1 lakh elements. Give me complete answer, Varun. You are just saying one-liners. Okay, so length of array is going to be up to 1 lakh. And the limit is obviously going to be greater than the maximum value of weights. And limit can be up to 10 to the power 5. Okay, let us keep it simple. Okay, is the constraints clear? Okay, many people are saying sorting, sorting, sorting. What sorting? Like complete, what will you do after sorting? Things like that. I'm looking for a pseudo code. If not the exact code, pseudo code. I'll do this after this. Okay. Next, I use map for collecting all distinct elements and their frequency. Okay, use pen and paper and you can take this example. So if you have four-person with this much weight, 3, 5, 3 and 4, and limit of boat is 5. In this case, you require four boats. Person 1 can go in one boat, 2 can go in one boat, 3 can go in one boat, 4 can go in one boat. Okay, one more thing that many people are missing is this thing. Each boat carries at most two people. Okay, read this problem carefully. I'm getting bunch of answers and I'll tell if they are right or not. I have highlighted all the important points. Okay, first hint is, do the order of people really matter? You can decide now which person will go in which boat. So the order is not important. So you can do something with the arrays. You can reorder them, something like this. So slight hint that I am giving to you. Okay. Good job, Meghna. Very good. So I received one correct answer. See guys, whenever okay, I'm giving you a few more minutes for you to come up with the logic. Many people are coming up with logic. Okay, Asim Meher, very good job. Akshata have sent a code. Let me see if it is right or not. Good job, Akshata. Very good. I'm getting a lot of right answers for this. I mean, this is a good problem, and if you are able to solve it, then very good job, guys. Punna Vigneshwar, very good job. I have received multiple right answers as of now. Okay, I'm giving you a few more minutes for others to try. Okay, so think on the highlighted points. What are important points here? Obviously, there is limit for every boat. Okay, so note it down. Whenever you try to solve some problem, write down the main important points of that problem. Okay, so weight of limit or the limit of boat is very important. One more thing is you can have at max two-person. Okay, so which two-person combination will be good for you? Can you take two big size person, big weight like heavyweight person, or two very small weight person? So which combination will be useful? Natasha. Okay, okay. So okay, Natasha, you are not right. Some cases might miss out. We'll cover those cases. Kirti Sri Shomashi. You are right. Good job. Did I miss anyone's? Okay, how will you find that element? Sahitya. Sorry if I am spelling your pronouncing your name wrong. Okay, I'm very sorry for that. Okay, you said that you will take one element and subtract it from limit and then look for the next element. How will you do that? You can do that, but if you can do that efficiently, then it's good. Then your answer is correct. Who is this? Srinidhi Salugu. Hmm. Okay, good job. Okay, 2 more minutes, guys, before I explain everything. I have received ton of correct answer for this problem. Very good job by everyone. Many guys are very close. I got some answers which are very close. They are missing some edge cases. Okay. Great, Vinay. Vinay also got it correct. Okay. So now I am explaining what we have to do. I got okay, Abhishek. Okay. Abhishek, you are not right. Okay. Okay. So I'll tell you what are the common mistakes that everyone is making. No, Karthik, that is not right. Okay. So let me explain it to you. What common mistake everyone is making is okay. First thing, what I said is the order important? The answer is no. If I have person 3 4 or 4 3, I'll get the same solution. So order of persons are not important. And whenever that is the case, order is not important. It is always advisable. Mark it like sort the array. Whenever order of elements is not important, sort the array. Very, very, very important thing. Okay. So you don't know in future you might require something to perform some operation on this sorted array. And one more thing, difference between unsorted and sorted array is that so you can perform any operation like multiple operation on this sorted array much efficiently. So whenever order is not important, sort the array. And the time complexity. Looking at the time complexity, n is up to 10 to the power 5. So the worst time complexity that is allowed in this case is n log n. Now, how to find this time complexity, I hope you might know. But there is one upper bound that we consider. Like my program cannot have more than this many number of operations, 10 to the power 8 number of operations. If my program is doing more than this number of operations, it means it will give me TLE. There is very, very high chances that my program is not efficient. Okay. If my program is less than or equal to, sometimes even equal solutions are also pass, like can also pass, but try to have less than this number of operations. Now, if you have 10 to the power 5 elements and you go through every one of them, then you are doing 10 to the power 5 operations. What is the time complexity of sorting an array? Sorting an array, you can, the best time complexity sorting algorithm is available which takes n log n time complexity. So looking at this, you can get a hint of n log n because n log n is obviously less than 10 to the power 8. Okay, it will be something like 2 into 10 to the power 6 for this thing. Okay, so n log n should give you an hint in this case. Like order is not important, so it is telling sort the array. You look at the constraints. Constraint is saying worst time complexity allowed is n log n. So and a sorting is also there which time complexity n log n. So everything here is giving you hint of sorting the array. You got my point? If you are still not convinced, what is the next thing? Okay, which combination is better? So can you take a very like if I sort my array, Sort weight array. Okay, so you are given weights of person. So which is better? Taking two very heavyweight people, taking two very lightweight people, or taking one very lightweight and one very heavyweight? Which of these three combination is better? So you need to check that. So this condition is obviously not better. Okay, nobody will try to get maximum weight like people in the boat, because that is less least efficient solution. Coming to this, taking smallest weight person, you can take one example like this. So 2 is there, then we have 3, then we have 3, then we have 4, and suppose the limit is 6. So what is the right answer? So right answer is I need two boats for getting all the person. I can have a pair like this 2 comma 4 and 3 comma 3. So I can form something like this, and in two boats everyone will fit. Now let us see how the first condition fails when we take like smallest weight person for making pair. So if I take 2 and 3, okay, they will be comfortably put in a boat. Okay, so you form a pair with 2 comma 3. And next is 3 comma 4. Can you make a pair of 3 comma 4? No, because 3 plus 4 is 7, and this is above the limit. So you cannot do that. So you need require one boat for 3 and one more boat for 4. So in this case, using this greedy approach of using first like smallest weight person pair first will fail. Okay, so 2, 3, 3, 4. If you go by this, you'll require three boards. But I can see that I can fit all the values, like all the people, in two boards only. Okay, so everything here was saying you need to sort the array. You just need to look at the hint and all. Okay, so when you sort the array, what you have to do? You'll take one this and one this, like the very lightweight person and heavyweight person. You'll try to make pair between them. If you are able to make the pair, great, you can make a boat, and both the person, like suppose this ith person is pointing at the start, jth index is pointing at the last person. You can make a pair of I comma j, like these two person can travel together in the boat. Okay, if when they can travel, when some of their values, some of their weights of I plus weights of j, this value is less than equal to limit, then only they can travel. If this is happening, okay, you made a pair, they both are traveling, okay, let us move to next person, which is I plus plus and j minus minus. Okay, if this is not happening, then what will you do? You'll move your I pointer. Okay, so I pointer will be moved to next. Okay, in this boat only this person is allowed to go. Using this you can get the minimum number of boards required. So many people said this. So if I write the pseudocode for this, so you need to sort the array and maintain two pointers I and j. One will be at the start, other will be at the end. And you will try to form a pair if this condition is satisfied. Okay. If it is satisfied, you will get both of them, I and j, else you will send only I with it. Okay. So is that clear? Here, what main focus was to analyze constraints, because constraint of n was up to 10 to the power 5 and worst time complexity was n log n. One more thing was there, that order of array element is not mattering here much, so you can sort the array basically. So whenever the ordering of elements didn't matter, you can sort it. Okay, these two must have given you strong hint of sorting the array. After that, you can form a pair like this. Is this clear? Okay, only one student understood. What about others, guys? Your battery is down or what? Okay, those who understand, please write in chat, clear, clear, something like this. It will motivate me. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Thank you, guys. Yeah, now I am getting the response. No, any element cannot be greater than limit. It is mentioned in question only the maximum weight of the people is going to be less than equal to limit. Okay, if any element is greater than limit, then you cannot send everyone. Okay, so this constraint was mentioned, the maximum weight of any person cannot be greater than limit. Okay, yeah, great. Let us move on to our first hard problem. Okay, don't get scared. These hard problems, like, try to break them into simpler ones, and then I think you can solve. Your response is amazing. I am getting a lot of right answers, so I'm expecting a lot of right answers in this hard problems also. So let us see the hard problem. Get ready, guys. These are very good problems. Okay, so coming to first hard problem, just go through this problem carefully. This is your first hard problem, actual problem from online assessment. Okay, use pen and paper. I am saying it again and again. And first objective should be to understand the question problem statement clearly. So question is something like this. You have just arrived in new city. Okay. And would like to see its sites. Each site is located in square. Okay. And you have assigned each a beauty value. Okay. Each road to a square takes an amount of time. Obviously, if it is a road, how long it is. So time is given, like how much time it is required for going through that road. Okay. And you have limited time. Obviously, no one have unlimited time whenever. So suppose you can think it like you have planned some vacation in some city and you want to go to different places, and you have recommendation here. Beauty, you can thought of like ratings. So those places have good ratings. Okay, some ratings are given to those places, and there is obviously some way will take you there, and the path have certain time limits. Okay, this, if you go to this place through this road, it will take. Now you have limited time. Suppose you are in 2 day vacation only, so your time is limited. Now what you want is to visit as many places as you can. No, this is not right. So you want to visit maximum value of beauty places. So what does that mean? You want to visit places when combined their beauty, or in this case rating, it is going to be maximum. So you need to visit those places within that time which give you maximum beauty, and start and finish at your own hotel. So you need to come back to your own hotel. So this is normal general scenario also. We start from our hotel, go somewhere and come back to our own hotel. So what you are looking at maximum value of beauty that is possible. And don't miss this line. Start and finish at your hotel. So you need to come back to same place. You can visit different places, but you need to come back to same place. And yeah, one more thing that is not mentioned here is, if you place to certain seat a box, so here we are representing them by square, I guess. Yes, if you visit some square, suppose the name of square is B, the beauty of this is 5, and you are currently at A, so you go to B, and this road AB takes suppose 7 minutes. Okay, I will not talk about units. So it takes 7 hour, you can consider. Now you cannot, so you grab all the beauty of that place. So you got all the beauty. So beauty of this is 5. Okay, you got this much beauty at the point. Now from B, you try to go to C. So from B, you try to go to C. So if I write something like this, so beauty of C, suppose let us assume C is 4. So in this case, what will happen? Total number of beauty that you got is 5 plus 4, which is 9. From C, you are coming back now. So while coming back, or when you visit some place multiple times, the beauty will not be given to you multiple times. You will get beauty for the very first time only. So in this case, the beauty will not increment. Okay, you go to from A, you go to B, from B you go to C. So your beauty become 9. But you, when you come from C to B, there is no increment in beauty. Yeah, time is incrementing, beauty will not increment. You will get the beauty points only for the first time. Okay, so take care of this. Okay, guys. We'll share everything. Okay, first try here. And this question, you'll get the photograph and all, so not the exact problem. So try it here. Explain inputs. Okay, let me explain the inputs. Those who didn't understand the problem, let me make you understand. So first option, first step towards solving any problem is understanding the problem. So let me use my whiteboard. So problem is not very hard. So suppose this is your hotel. From this hotel you can go to different points. Okay, from these points also you can go to different points. Okay, now what is the task given to you? From your hotel, you need to go to some points, some places to get some beauty points. And this road have some time limit. Like it takes 7 minutes, it takes 5 minutes, it takes 4 minutes, it takes 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1, 7, 11, 12. Okay, so every road have some minutes. So now, by now, you should have understood that this is a graph problem. Whenever you are mentioned cities and you are going to cities, okay, so every road have some time to them. Now, what is your goal? You want to start your journey from your hotel. You want to visit some cities, like you visit this city, then you visit this city, then you visit this city, then you visit this city, and again came back to your hotel. So that is your main goal. So if you visit all these purple things, what is the time that you are going to take? So it is 7 plus 11 plus 12 plus 7 plus 5. So which is 12 only. So overall it is 24, 11, 35, 7, 42. So 42 minutes hours you can consider. So if you visit all these cities, you will take 42 minutes. So in question, what is given to you? If I explain the input, it is first thing is N, number of cities Then next thing is, what is the limit, time limit you have? Okay, time limit that you have. Then you have, okay, so let me show the exact input. So here you are, next is given beauty array, and also it is given which cities are connected by which road. Okay, and what is the time taken by those roads. So what we are given. Okay, after N there is M. M is nothing but details about roads. So if city U and V are connected, okay, so U, V and W, these three things are given to you. Starting city, ending city, and what is the time. Since you can use the road from going to U to V and V to U, it is an undirected graph, you can think of like that. Okay, or two directional road. You can use to go in both directions. And this W is nothing but the time taken to travel through this road. So M is nothing but number of roads, and then there is time limit. So first line of input contains these three things: N, M, and time limit. N is number of cities, M is number of roads, TM is time limit. Okay, so this is the first line. What is in the second line? In second line, you are given N size array, N space separated integers. Okay, you are given an array of size N. What does that contains? That contains beauty of every city. In this case, it is given like square. They are not mentioning exact city. So beauty of every square. Okay, so beauty points of every square, you can say, is given to you in next line. So first two lines is clear. After that, you have M lines. Okay, details about roads. So input is given N, M, what is the total time limit? Then you have next line N integer values which tell you about beauty. And next you have M lines, 1, 2, and M lines. So these M lines gives you details about roads. Okay. So this road is from U square to V square, and what is the time taken by it? So W1 is the waiting time or the total time that you require to travel through this road from U to V. Okay. So you have M road, so M details is given to you. Now look at the exact input. So here you can see that first four is mentioned. It means there are four square boxes. Next is three. Three is nothing but number of roads. Okay. What is 49? 49 is the time limit. So this 49 is the time limit that you have. Next, this is array of n values or n boxes, which is beauty points. And then you have three lines of details related to roads. Okay. So first value is the starting city, next is the ending city, and after that is the time. So what does this say? There is a road between city 0, or sorry, box 0 and box 2, and the time taken to travel between them is 0. You got it? In next line it is given 103. It means there is a road between city 1 and city 0, and the time taken to travel through it is 3. After that, we have the last road which is between this city 10, city 13, and 17. So I think I missed this part. So start and finish at hotel location. Yeah, so input is clear. First tell me. This is a graph problem. Now try to solve this. Okay, I was checking through this and the input is not like that. So this line is starting city, this line is ending city, and this line is time taken by the road between those cities. So what is the exact detail given? It is given that from city 0 to city 1, there is a road which takes time 10. Okay, city 0, this is starting city, city 1, ending city, and this is the time. Okay, so in this way, input is given to you. Okay, first, this will contain three integer values because we have three roads only, and this will contain starting cities only. Next line contains ending cities only, and this contains time to travel through road between starting city and ending city. Okay, second road is between city 2 and city 0, and the time taken to travel through it is 13. Third city is third road is between city 0 and city 3, and the time taken between it is 17. Roads are bi-directional. It means you can go from 0 to 3 and 3 to 0. I got few solutions, sir. Can you explain two line of input? Second line. So first line, you everyone got it now. First is number of squares or cities, you can say. Three is details about road. How many roads are there? And last thing is time limit. What is the time limit given to you? So first line is clear. Then this line is about the beauty. Every square have some beauty. You'll visit those squares now. You'll get those beauty points. Let me draw this for you. Okay. Let me draw this input for you. Can I delete? Just a second. So I'll take the first input. How it is given, I'll explain. Okay. So first input is given like this. 4. Number of squares. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Next is 3. There are 3 roads. Okay. Next is 49. So this is your time limit. So this much time you have. Okay. Now there is a beauty array. So beauty array is like this: 0, 32, 10, and 43. So let us call it 0, box 1, box 2, box 3 square. So now their beauty points are like this. So this has 0 beauty point, this has 32 beauty point, this has 10 beauty point, this has 43 beauty points. Okay. Yes. Now let us come to roads. So we have a road between 0 and 1. And the cost of this road is like traveling through this road is 10. So cost of traveling through this road is 10 minutes. Okay. Then we also have a road between city 2 and city 0, or city 0 and city 2, you can say. So we have road here also. And the time taken to travel in between is 13. Okay. Then we have this city. So we have a road between city 3 and city 0, and the time taken to travel through this is 17. So this is given to you. This is your first input. Okay. So how it is given? In first line we have starting points, in next line we have ending points, in next we have time taken to travel from this start point to this end point. Okay. In this time you can travel. So in this way the input is given. Now if you look at this given boxes and all. So what is the time limit? Time limit is 49, and you are always going to start from city 0. So within this many time, what is the maximum beauty that you can have? So you can go to this city, city 3, time taken will be 17, and points that you will get is 43. From here you will come back to this city again, then again you will take 17 minutes. Okay, so now total time is 34 minutes. Okay, if you want to travel to some other place, then what will be the time limit? Okay, can you tell me the answer for this? What is the maximum beauty that you can get? 43. Yes. So the maximum beauty that we can get is 43. Okay, because we can go to this thing in 10 minutes, but we also need to come back to our starting point. Okay, that will take additional 10 minutes. So in that, my total time will be exploded. It will be 34 plus 20, 54. And I don't have that many time. I need to complete all my trips within 49 minutes. Okay, now how to solve this problem? Coming to solving this problem, so what is given to you? You will always start from city 0. Okay, next is the time limit, which is 49. Okay, what else is there? Oh, constraints. So constraints, I didn't mention. Oh, it is not mentioned in question. So constraints were very important for this problem. Okay, so let me write the constraints also. So the maximum time limit can be up to 100. Initial, like smallest time limit is 10, and the smallest time to travel through any road is also 10. So this is the time taken by any road, and the maximum can be up to 100. So this is details about road and the maximum time limit. Number of nodes or the value of n can be up to 1000. Minimum is 1, and number of roads can be obviously up to 1000. Okay. So these are the constraints given to you. And it is also mentioned that the roads are from U to V. So here U and city V or the square V are distinct. You cannot go from same square to same square. Okay. So here looking at the constraint, what was very important was to analyze that for maximum time. So what is the maximum time that I can have? It is 100. What is the minimum time any road can take? It is 10. So 100 by 10. So this is the maximum number of roads that I can go through, which is 10. Okay, so you can go through only 10 roads, not more than that. Reason being the minimum time of any road, like traveling through any road is 10 only. Okay, in worst case, you can travel through at max 10 roads. So now can you give me some solution? Okay, It is nothing but you have to analyze these constraints, and this is brute force. You are expected to come up with a brute force solution for this. Those who know basic graph traversal technique, they can solve this problem. Okay. If I'll show the solution for this, you'll laugh. Okay. Solution for this is, okay, what is given to you? You can take the beauty only first time. Only first time you visit that square or city. So it means I also need to take account of this thing, like how many time I'm visiting, is it my first time, second time, last time, like okay, so I need to take care of this, which is I have visited this city or not. If I'm visiting this for first time, I'll take the beauty. Recursion, so we don't need to bother about recursion. Okay, so here when you look at the constraints now, you have time limit. When you get, or when you try to go through some road, you'll get this much time, at least this much time. Okay, and looking at constraints, it is saying that you can go through 10 roads only. If you try to go to 11th road, obviously the time is going to exceed the maximum time, so you will not progress with that particular thing. So this problem was easy if you have analyzed this constraint well. Okay, what you have to do is you just have to do a brute force. You'll keep on going through all the neighbors that are allowed to you. Okay, so this is my city, this is city 1. Suppose there is some random arrangement given to you, so this is input given to you. So these are all the city or boxes you can consider. This is city 0. So you can go to city 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what you will do is you'll start from this point. Okay, you'll go to city 1. Then what will happen? Obviously, you'll get some beauty points. Okay, if you are visiting this node for the first time or this square for the first time, you'll get that. So you need a visited array. Okay, it is coming out to basic traversal technique. Those who know some details about graphs, they must have known about BFS or TFS techniques that is used for traversing. In that, we use this visited array. Okay, whenever we are visiting or going to some node, we are marking it. So here also, when I go to this node for the first time, I'll get the beauty of this node. Okay, I'm starting from this node. Obviously, I'll have the beauty of this thing. So my beauty thing will start from this point, which is beauty 0. Okay, and whenever I'm coming to this node 0, I will update my beauty. What I'm saying is, okay, let me code it down for you. Okay, is my ID visible to you? Just tell me. I'm using a C++ ID, online ID. Okay, so let me share it again. So is it visible now? Yeah. So look at here clearly. Okay. So it is the main function. I'm using C++. You can use any language. I'll explain every logic of this. So first line contains these three things: n, m, and max time. So n is number of nodes, and m is about roads between the boxes and all. Mx time is the maximum time. Okay. Here you are given the beauty array in the next line. So I take input of beauty array. After that, I have given three things. Okay. First is the starting point. Next is the ending point. After that, the time that is required to travel between those cities. Okay, so here I am creating the graph. So in graph, what I have to do? So I have to keep details of this from this current node where I can go. And if I go to that node, what is the cost that I need to pay? So this is that node where I can go from UI. I can go to this VI and the time taken by the road is TI. So I have created this graph. So this is basic, pretty basic. Now I am using a BFS. So this I'm using this function find beauty function. Obviously, you can see at this minute details. Whenever you are naming a function, try to make it more readable. What your function is doing, it should be clear with the name itself. Okay. Now come to this function. So this is find beauty function. I am taking beauty arrays input. Okay. Next, the graph itself and what is the maximum time that I am allowed. Okay. Here n I got is number of nodes or cities or square boxes you can consider. Now normal BFS I will be doing here. You can use DFS also. So this visited array is required for that. Okay. Initially what I am saying that okay, the maximum beauty that I can have in the time limit is 0. Okay. In this BFS, I'm storing three things. What are those three things? First thing will be my node, which node I am currently at. So I will always start from node 0. So that's why I am pushing this 0. Next thing is going to tell me about the current beauty. What is current beauty that I have captured till now? Okay. And after that, the third thing, what is current time? Okay, total time I have utilized till now. Okay, then this visited array, I am marking this thing as visited. This is basic step of breadth first search. Okay, whenever you go to some node, you mark it so that you don't visit any node multiple times. Okay, here I can visit, but I'll not utilize the beauty. So we are using this visited array for that, so that we don't use the beauty points again and again. We'll get the beauty points for the first time we are visiting. Okay, now this is normal breadth first search pattern. So you'll keep on doing until your queue is empty. Okay. So we use queue for breadth first search and stack for DFS, depth first search. We use recursion, which is nothing but based on stack only. Now what we are getting all the details here. What is my current node? It is at first, like 0th index. What is my current beauty? It is the second thing. So at first index, then next is the total time taken. If I am able to come to my node 0 only, so I'll update my maximum beauty thing. Okay, what is the basic conditioning question? What is the maximum beauty you can get? You're starting from 0 place and you come back to this 0. So if I am able to come back to this 0 place, then I'll consider whatever beauty that I am able to capture. So in MX beauty, I'm storing what is the maximum beauty that I can get. Okay, if this part is clear now, what is happening here? What I am doing is I am going to my neighboring nodes. So normal BFS breadth first search. In breadth first search, what we do is we go to our neighbors, all the neighbors at once. Okay. In depth first search, we go in depth. Okay. So when you go to neighbors, how we have created the graph, you should realize now. For every node U, we have written two things, like store two things. This U and the time. So if I go from node U to node V, this much time is taken through the road. Okay. So what is the neighboring node? It is stored at first place. So I'm using a pair here. What is the time? Time taken to go through this road. It is the second thing. Okay. Now total time I'll compute. Can I go to that or not? So someone was asking that if we do recursion, will not end up in infinite loop. So this is the place. We'll check. We'll go there only if this total time is within our time limit. If the total time exceeds the time limit, we'll not move forward. Okay, we'll stop the journey there only. Okay. So if it is within my time limit, then I am processing with further steps. And what are the further steps? It is very easy. When I'm visiting the node for the first time, I'm getting the beauty points. So see, my beauty is updated. Okay, I'm getting the beauty of that neighboring node because I'm visiting it for the first time. After visiting, I'm marking it so that in future, if I visit, this condition will be false. Okay, so there are two cases. If I visit for first time, I get this beauty updated. Okay, total time is also updated. Okay, total time is updated to this current time plus the time taken to travel to this particular node. Okay, if I'm visiting it for the second time or multiple time, I cannot use the beauty again. So in this case, I'll just update my time. See, my beauty remains same and time is increasing. So in this way, I'm able to get the maximum beauty. Now, do anyone have any doubt? Here we just have used breadth first search, basic traversal technique for solving this problem. Now, do tell me, do you got or not, please? Okay. What about others? Only two students are able to understand this. You can tell me which part you are unclear with. I'll repeat it or try to explain it again. Okay. Okay, great. So, can we move ahead? Sir, instead of this, can't we sort at first and traverse? We can do that. We can use priority queue also. Okay, in that we'll sort them by what? Sort the roads. We'll choose the road which is giving us, and or we can say that we'll try to go to that neighbor which is giving us maximum beauty. Okay, we can do that. Yes, yes, yes. We can do that. Okay, but this condition you need to remember you will only progress if the total time is less than the maximum allotted time. Okay, then you will never end up in infinite loop because under given constraints you can have at max you can go to at max 10 roads only. You can use only 10 nodes, 10 roads. Okay, let us go to next problem. Yes, I'll share. Okay, so my team is sharing some link in description so you can register for further such webinars like this, and also we'll share every link with you guys. Okay, so just register for that. Like give us your contact info and email ID, basic things, and we'll share it to you all the details of problems and link and everything. Okay, so we are moving to the last hard problem, sixth one. After that, we have bonus questions. Okay, yeah, these problems are, we have moved to harder sections, so they are a bit less interesting. But the thought process here is very, very important. Okay, so in this problem that we just discussed, we need to analyze the constraints and basic BFS was used. Okay, now go through this problem. This is the last hard problem that we had for today. So this is the sixth problem. Go through this. And these are actual Atlassian questions. So if you are able to solve them, then great, you're doing really nice. Okay. Yes, we'll send link to everyone. Don't panic, guys. Okay. I'm repeating again, we'll share the link to everyone. We have linked this only for you. Okay. So go through this problem. What you are given is, so here also think about it logically. So this is a graph problem. It is mentioned in first statement only. Given a graph, so where you have number of edges, number of nodes from and to node pair, like edges is from which node to which node. You need to find minimum weighted path from node 1 and the last node and return its weight. If there exists no edge between any two vertices, which would be required to complete the path from the first to last node, then add a edge of weight 1. Okay, so read this problem and try to solve it. Okay, everyone can solve it, just focus on the lines and whatever information is given to you. Okay, so what you want is you want to go from starting node to the ending node, and you are looking that if there is certain edges which are missing, you can create a edge with weight 1. Okay, and at the end what you want is minimum weighted path from node 1 to the last node. Okay, so minimum, for minimum weighted path we have certain algorithms. Kruskal, someone says. Okay, what about Dijkstra? Can we use Dijkstra here? Come up with a logic, guys. What is the logic? So logic is very important. We have to use Dijkstra. That is very much clear with the first statement only. Like we are looking for minimum weighted path. And minimum weighted or minimum cost path, you can say. So for that, we use Dijkstra algorithm. But what is the trick here? How to solve that using Dijkstra? You need to do a bit more modification here. Okay, few more things, tweak few more points. Okay, which are required for solving this point, this problem. Sorry. Yeah, tell me. Yes, we can add a edge of weight 1 between what? So read the last two lines very carefully. If there exists no edge between any two vertices which are required, so what you can do is, like, to complete the path, if you require to make an edge between 2 points, you can add an edge of weight 1. Okay, we need to start from first node and go to last node. Okay, yes, it is single source or shortest path. Okay, so most of you got the answer for this. Like we have to use Dijkstra, but you are missing few points. Okay, So you have done 70% of your job, like 30% will require some time. Okay. So this I want you all to try as a homework. This is a very, very good problem. Okay. So this you can take as a homework. I want to cover this bonus problem. Okay. First apply Dijkstra. If there is remaining nodes missing, then we can add weight of 1. Sabah Khatun, very good. So we finally got the answer. Yes. So what we'll do using Dijkstra, find the shortest path from source, then verify every path adding 1. Great. So we got few answers at the very end. The problem is not very hard, but what you have to do is you have to do the Dijkstra here 2 times. Okay. In first time, you'll try to find the nodes which are not reachable. And what you'll do, you'll make an edge between one to that node with a weight of 1. Okay, it is clearly mentioned that if from first to last, if you require to add any edge between two nodes so that you can go from one to end, you can add an edge of weight 1. You can do that. Okay. So in first Dijkstra algorithm, because Dijkstra, what we do is we start with an array of infinite values. Okay. Then we start from first value, making the cost to be 0 and try to go to all the nodes. Those nodes which are not reachable, what you'll do, you'll change their weight from infinity to 1 and do the Dijkstra again to get the minimum weight. Okay. Minimum weighted path. You got the point. So you have to do the Dijkstra twice. That is the hint, that is the answer here. So you have to use Dijkstra twice here. That's it. So after first Dijkstra, you'll get some weights, and those weights which are very big, like infinite, so you'll replace them with 1. So what you are doing, you are actually adding one edge, which is required to go from 1 to the last node. Okay. And again use the Dijkstra, and in that case, whatever be the cost of shortest path, that is going to be your answer. So that was for this problem. This bonus problems I want to cover because they have very, very good like this problem has a very wonderful concept, underlying concept, that I want to cover in this session. So go through this quickly. This is a medium problem, and this has one concept which is very repetitive in recent online assessment medium problems. So we have seen many medium problems of same, what I can say is same algorithm. Yeah. So whatever algorithm or technique that we are going to use for solving this, it is very repetitive. In 2020 online assessment, we got a question with same algorithm. In 21 also, in 22 also. So we can expect same in 23 also. So just go through this problem once. Okay. It is a very good problem. Bonus 2 problem is a homework. Okay, so go through this problem, and if you are able to solve this, then very good. This has a very great technique that I want to mention in this session. So try it for once. Okay. So what generally Atlassian do is they try to hide problems in this story. So try to figure out that underlying problem. Okay, once you are able to figure out that underlying problem, then it becomes really easy. Here, more than the problem, the concept here used for solving this problem is very important. So that's why I'm focusing more on this problem. Okay. Let's see how many of you are able to get. Sir, we can use Zor. See, you are giving one-liners. So how will you propagate? Like, give me a pseudo code, Varun. Yeah, you did well with other problems, so I'm expecting this like you can do with Zor and all. So what is given? There is a row of two position switches. So in a row, straight line you can consider. So we have two position switches. Switches are positioned. And what these switches are doing, each of switches is initially at off position. Very important. So every switch initially is at off position. Over some number of operations, which is n, a left and right index will be provided. Okay, so we are given some range basically with some details. What is the left end? What is the right end? Okay, what we have to do? When a current is applied to two switches, not operation is applied to each switch. So what happens with not operation? So not true becomes false and not false is true. So not operation just changes, flips the bit. Okay. Whatever the current scenario is, it flips it. Okay. Now what is given? So inclusive interval. So okay. So not operation is applied to every switch in that interval. That is, if switch is off, it is turned on. Okay. So we flip it. So if switch was on for that particular range, L to R, if there is any switch which is on, it is turned off. If it is off, it is turned on. So we are given series of operation determine the final state. Okay, this kind of problems range query problem, like we range overlapping problems. We call them range overlapping problems, and they are very frequent in current years. Okay, so let me show on my whiteboard. Yeah. So this I wanted to cover in today's session. So this range query problem, sorry, range overlapping problems. So what generally happen in these problems, you are given details about range. So something is happening in this range, something is happening. So generally only a single operation is applied. So what we are doing? So in this range, we are turning on the bulb if they are off, turning off the bulb if they are on. Okay, we are flipping. If I say 1 means bulb is on, 0 means bulb is off. So if I apply operation here, what will happen? It will flip. On bulb will turn off bulb will turn on. So what is the technique used for solving this problem? So we call it line sweep. This is very important algorithm, not very hard, but very what frequently asked problems I have seen in recent past for online assessment rounds, not from Atlassian, but other companies also. So how this line sweep algorithm works? I need a bit more space for this. Okay, so line sweep. So generally what is given, na? Whatever value of L and R is within the range of 10 to the power 5. General case, the range values like left point of range and right point of range is within this range 1 to 10 to the power 5. And you are given multiple details. Like in this problem also, we are given multiple series of operations where we are given these 2 points L and R between which the switches will flip. If the bulb was on, it will turn off and things like that. What you have to do is you need to create an array. So create an array. Suppose I call it P. Okay. And the size of this array is going to be mx plus 1. Mx plus 2, sorry. Okay, what is this mx? Mx is the maximum value of right end of ends. We can use an array of 0, 1 bits, 0 false true, perform index range. Finally, yes, we can do that. So here what is happening? Mx is the maximum value of right end of range, like the end point, maximum end point that is possible. So you are given range in terms of L and R, maximum value of R that is possible. in all the queries that is given to you. So you create a size array, sorry, array of size mx plus 2, y plus 2 will see, okay, and initialize all values with 0. So these are steps of this algorithm, this line sweep algorithm. Yeah. So Puna Vigneshwara got this. So what we do is, for any range that is given, LR is given, what I do is P of L plus plus and P of R plus 1 minus minus. So these are steps of line sweep algorithm. What we are saying, okay, this is beginning of range. So I'm incrementing. So at any point, I'll see how many ranges are overlapping at this point. You got my point? How many ranges are overlapping at that point? Okay. And this is R plus 1. Why? Because from L to R inclusive, I'm covering all the points. So range will end at point R plus 1. So these are steps of line sweep. Okay. Just have patience how this is working. We'll see. Now, what is the next step? So for every expression, you do this. For every series of expression or task that is given or the range that is given, you do this thing. Okay. After that, in your array, you have certain points. Now, what you do is you go from left to right, like run a loop from I equal to 0 to the very end, like last point of the range, maximum point of the range, and plus plus I. So, okay, you will start from first, okay, because it is given that the range is starting from 1 only and it is up to 10 to the power 5. So, in worst case, you will running a loop from 1 to 10 to the power 5. Now, what you do is you try to find prefix sum, or I can say you can take a variable total. So, this total will tell you. So, these are steps of line sweep algorithm. This total will tell you how many ranges are overlapping at this ith point. Okay, you are moving from 1 to the mx point, and what you are doing this. Whatever value is present at that point, p of I, you are adding this. Now, after this total is storing what? Total number of ranges that are overlapping at this ith point. Okay, so let me repeat it again. So this total at the moment is storing total number of ranges that are overlapping, ranges that are overlapping here, overlapping at point I. Okay, because it is very efficient now. What I am looking for, if number of flips is odd, like total number of overlapping range is odd, then I'll do certain operation. If it is even, then I'll do certain operations. So if it is odd, then I'll do something. If it is even, then I'll do something. So let us see the question again. So what we have to do, read this problem statement. So given series of operation, determine the final state. Calculate the sum of all indices which are switch on. Okay, tell me one thing. So we have to count sum of all indices where switch is on. And with this line sweep algorithm, we are able to find this thing. For every point, we know this much number of ranges are overlapping there. Okay, let us consider some example. First example, let us take. First example is we have 1 6 2 6, and okay, what was the third range? 1 4 2 6 1 6 1 4. So what I'm saying here is, this is my line 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So first range is from 1 to 6. So this is my first range. What is the second range? Second range is from 1 to 4. Let me use a different color. So it is from 1 to 4. Okay. Now after that we have a range from 2 to 6. Okay. So at point 1, how many ranges are overlapping? two ranges are overlapping. So what happening at in this range? If my bulb was turn off, it will turn on in one operation. So initially every bulb was off. So initially one was off. Number of operation or number of ranges overlapping here is two even. So in first range, what will happen? This will turn on in first operation. In second operation, what will happen? This on switch will be off. So you got my point. Whenever number of overlapping ranges is even, then the bulb is off. You got it? Whenever number of points, like sorry, number of ranges, overlapping ranges is even, it means the switch is at off position. You can see that in one operation we turn on it, in the second operation we turn off it. So for even overlapping ranges, the switch will be turn off. So one is turn off. Now coming to two, how many ranges are overlapping at this point? Three. This is first range, second range, third range. So here number of overlapping ranges is three. So what do I mean? This 2 is at on position at the moment. So add this 2 to your sum. So 2 is added to my sum. Next, for 3 also, what is happening? Number of overlapping range is 3. So add this to your sum because this bulb is also on. Next bulb is 4. This also number of overlapping ranges is 3. It is also on. So add that to your sum. When I go to fifth, what is happening now? I have two ranges overlapping. So it is off because for even position, it will remain in same state as it was in initial state. So 5 is off, 6 is off, 7 is off, everything beyond this is off. So these many bulbs are on. So sum of this is 9 and the answer of first test case was 9. So you got my point. So you will find the total. So total will tell you what is the state of bulb at that point. If this is odd, it means it is on. So you will add this I to your answer. You got my point. So this is line sweep algorithm. So we use this line sweep algorithm for finding number of overlapping ranges at any point. Okay, whenever you try to minimize some problem and at the end you have to do this thing, use line sweep algorithm. Very efficient. Okay, we'll see. If you want a demo, like if you want to see how this algorithm will work, let me show that to you. I need to clear some page for that. Let me clear this one. So we'll see how this algorithm actually works. So I'll take the same example quickly. It will not take much time. So what is happening? First was range 1, 4, then we have 2, 6, and we have 1, 6. So what I did, I created one array of size mx plus 2. What is mx? 6 is the maximum value of right hand. Plus 2 is 8. So I created an array size. So let us call it P of size 8 and initialize with 0 at every position. Now what I'm doing, I go to this range. What I do, P of 1 plus plus. So P of 1 becomes what? P of 1 becomes 1. And P of R plus 1, which is 4 plus 1, 5 minus minus. Okay, if I draw a number line, it will be much better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I do P of 1 plus plus. So here P of 1 is 1 now. And P of 5 is minus 1 now. Okay. Now in next operation for this range, what I'm doing, P of 2 plus plus, like 1 is added at this point, and P of 6 plus 1, which is 7 minus minus. So here I have minus 1. Then for this range, what is happening? Again, P of 1 plus plus, so this is updated to 2. Okay. And P of 6, so range. So I'll go with last point 6 R plus 1 minus minus because I am considering all values from R L to R. So this range will end at R plus 1. So that is the reason I am doing -1 here. So it will be at -2. For 7, it will become -2. Now I go from left to right. So I am going from left to right and doing sum of element. So I am starting from 1 only. What is the value here? 2. So initially this total will be 0. Here it becomes 2. And I can see that and verify also number of ranges that are overlapping at point 1 is 2. And here also these two ranges are overlapping at point 1. That's why, okay, when this value is even, it means there is no state change. Okay, it will remain same as it was in initial state. And initial state of all bulbs is off. Okay. After that, I go to this position. Here, I get 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. So I get an odd value. It means this bulb is in different state from original state, initial state. So it is on. So I'll add this 2 to my sum. Again, I go to 3. The value is 0. As I said, na, we are initializing every value with 0. Okay, so no difference, it will be 3 also odd, so it is also on. This also 3, it is also on. When I go to 5, what is happening? This has value -1. 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 is even, so it means there is no change of state, so it is also off. For 6 also it will remain 2. For 7 it will become 0. You got my point? So only for these three positions. And you can see also 2, 3, and 4. These are in all the three ranges. So this is telling me about number of overlapping ranges for every point. So we use this line sweep algorithm for this. Very, very important. Okay. So here we are done with the question part. And now I'll share, me and my team will share all the questions with you. So we are giving some form in the chat. You can fill that form. We'll mail it to you. Okay. We have lot of problems and all. And in future also, we are planning to conduct such sessions. The main motive of this session is to help you out, all the students and all. Okay, so if you want to be stay updated with all those things, so please fill the form, okay, so that we can share the link and everything with you. You can also like connect with my team and all. So if you just give your details or send your fill this form, we can share you everything regarding future sessions that we are going to take, maybe for Atlassian or other companies also. If you like this session, you can do that. Okay, recording of meeting will also be shared to you, but to get like where to share, we need your contact details and all. Na? So just fill out the forms. I'll ask my team to share the form in the chat. Okay. Yeah, form link. So Shravani, if Shravani is there, okay. So at the beginning, you filled all the details, like right details. We are assuming you filled the right details. If you have written some like wrong details, then it will go to wrong details only. Okay, for we are planning to have further sessions and all regarding for Atlassian and other companies. So we'll let you know if you have filled the form. Is now it is a Q&A session. If you have any doubt, you can ask.
Yeah, Pavan, sorry, it was unmuted earlier. So guys, we have already shared the form, right? That is the form Pavan is talking about. So in case some of you have directly joined using the Zoom link and didn't fill the Google form, that's what he is mentioning. We'll again send it to you. Your TPOs also have it, the poster and the details of it. We'll again share. And as Pavan rightly mentioned, we are planning for further Atlassian sessions, and we also have Goldman Sachs. That is, I mean, in the midweek of September, you have aptitude test of Goldman Sachs, and whoever clears that aptitude test, we'll be preparing them for technical rounds. That is the coding test, which is supposed to be which is expected to be in October. So we have time for it. So we are planning all of these series. So to stay tuned and to get more updates, please register and also visit our website. We'll share all of this information again with you. And this aside, this is all the placement series that I'm talking about. But this aside, if we have long-term DSA training courses also, our office is at High Tech City. We have a learning center with labs and all the facility where we have been training the students there for higher packages. So in case you're interested to come to the center and get trained on weekends, then you can register in the website itself. All these details will be shared with you. And in case you're not from Hyderabad or you cannot make it to the center and you want to attend online live, then we are going to launch that soon as well. But many students, in the chat also, I've seen like people who were messaging us to understand if there are any further sessions, DSA sessions, especially classroom based. That's what majorly people are preferring. So if you are also one of that kind, then you can come to our learning center. Okay. And we have online live also, which will be launched soon. All of these details are present in the website. We'll share the website link again with you. It is already there in the poster, but if somebody or if you have missed seeing that, then we'll again share these details through email.
And yeah, if there is form link, Shravani, you can share again. Some students are asking for it
Yes,
again.
I'm sharing it here. Yes, yes.
Okay, fill the form for the further sessions. These are going to be free and all. Okay. Now, if you have any query, anyone have any query regarding any DSA and things, you can ask. Okay, one tip that I want to give is like, please make sure you focus on time while solving the problems. Okay, in this remaining time, what you can do is time bound practice. I already told you for easy problems, try to give 10 minutes of time. For medium, 15 to 20 minutes, and for hard, try to finish it within 30 minutes. If you have left out time during exam, it is a bonus thing. You can go through your code multiple times, see if there is any bug or not. Okay, but this time bound practice is very important. Okay, many people are not able to complete the whole online assessment test because they focus more on easy problems, so and waste their most of the time. Okay, so focus on time or those who have their online assessments coming. Okay.
So if any of you have any queries, please ask. Don't leave the chat. We have a poll at the end. So a quick 5 minutes time for people who have queries can either post in the chat box or unmute. I don't think you can unmute. You can just raise your hand maybe, or you can just post in the chat. Answer.
Okay,
Last five.
wait. Sriram asked like, sir, more examples online sweep. So more examples is like this range overlapping problems. You can search for that. Okay. And can we write this exam from home? No. I mean, yeah. For Atlassian, you can write it, but it is going to be proctored. Okay, your webcam will be on. They will have access of your web browser and everything. So please don't try to use any malpractices and all. You might get banned for that. And avoid using chat gpt. Many people use chat gpt for that, but chat gpt is not very helpful when it sees or try to generate a code for new problems. Okay. Not particularly for that, but there is some geeks for geeks blogs related to that. Okay, if you just do a Google search on overlapping range problems and queries, you will find this line sweep algorithm. Okay. Okay, so second bonus question we'll share with you. Okay, in the form and all. So I close that window now. That's why we'll share with you. Okay, if you have filled the form, we'll share with you.
Okay, can we assume that there are no more questions? Okay, we have a quick poll. I think, Pawan, you can just stop sharing your window, your
Okay.
screen. And
My LinkedIn profile, just Google my name, guys. Yeah, I've stopped it.
okay, maybe you can just, okay. Okay, all of you, here is the webinar poll questions for you.
Yeah, guys,
It's
give
it's just a
me
1 minute,
feedback for
like,
this session.
yeah, it's just for 1 minute, like you can just answer the poll quickly.
Yeah, it will hardly take a minute, guys. Give your response. How was the session? And also, we can also improve and things like that. Okay, and we are trying to continue with this session. Okay, so we might bring some more sessions on Atlassian or some other companies. Timing
Okay,
of Atlassian coding test is not fixed. As I said, they conduct in different times. For everyone, it will be different. Okay, there is not going to be any fixed time for that.
but yeah, the duration of the test is 90 minutes.
For Atlassian, yes, only coding questions are there in 1.5 hours, like 1 hour 30 minutes, 3, 4, or 5. Usually, it is 4 questions where you have like two easy, one medium, one hard question. They follow this format, or sometimes they also ask one easy, two medium, one hard. Okay.
Hope all of you answered the poll so that we can end the poll. Please, if you haven't answered, just take 1 minute time to answer it.
Yes, please answer. Like I can see 60 participants and poll result is 47 only. If you have any question, you can ask in parallel also, but fill this. It will hardly take 1 minute.
Okay, meanwhile, for others who answered the poll, if you have any other queries, you just post in the chat box. Okay. Is there any tentative number of people that they will take in? Are you asking
Uh,
about Atlassian?
no, I mean, we are not
Oh,
aware of that, but obviously there is some set of what I can say vacancies that are available. Based on that, they do their hiring and all. But for good candidates, they can hire. Okay, the number is not a limit for them. We'll share you. Okay, Sriram will share, like, we'll try to share the video recording also, link with you. Okay, so be patient, guys. We'll share this document link with you, and all the problems are present there. Okay, I think we can end the session, Shravani.
Okay, when will Atlassian recruit again? So for 2025 batch, they are recruiting now. We don't know when will the next hiring be. The date of Atlassian test, somebody is asking, it is on 11th September by HackerRank. And some of you are texting us asking like if your friends from other colleges can join the webinar or DSA program. So you can directly forward them the poster and the link that you have got. We already shared it in the chat box. We'll again share it to you on the mail with all the details. If you want to forward it to anybody, you can do that as well. Hope all of you answered the poll. Pawan, can you see like how many answered? Like how many are due?
I think we got like good response. 55 it is showing, 47 are present. Can we get the yes, Shreya? We will try to share you the recording link and all. Okay.
Okay, Kirti Sri is asking, did Atlassian send any Gmail after registering? So they will send you a confirmation email and through HackerRank, they should be even sending you the link. I think one day before or
One
on the
day
day of
prior they send.
assessment, they
Okay,
should.
one day prior they'll send that. It will soon. Asim, we are expecting it soon. Okay,
Okay,
guys.
so
Yeah,
if you
sure.
have, if you don't have any queries and if you have answered the poll, you can leave. If you have any queries or you are yet to answer the poll, you can just stay. We'll be there till
Thank you,
5.
guys. Thank you for being such a nice audience. Okay.